The wind will play a big role in how Nik Wallenda performs his walk above the falls. News 4's Mike Syka has that part of the story.
You can't control Mother Nature, so it's definitely the weather that I can't control the way that mist is going to go, the direction of the mist and such. So I think that's probably the biggest challenge for me.
When it comes to the weather, it's rarely a sure thing. However, there's always a degree of certainty attached to a forecast. For Nik Wallenda, the reasonable degree of certainty in determining the wind direction will not come until 3 days before his tightrope walk. This is the output generated by one of the computer models run on the supercomputers outside of Washington, D.C. The short-range estimation of wind direction will not be available until the Wednesday before the walk. These supercomputers perform 70 trillion calculations per second. Even with all that computer power, there are limitations, mainly because the atmosphere is so immense and conditions vary even within short distances. That problem is exactly what Wallenda is going to be up against. We have a couple things going on. Not only is it a recessed cataract, but also we're dealing with those high-rise hotels on the Canadian side of the border. All of these factors will contribute to turbulence within the gorge.
In a word, it's going to be interesting. Wind flow through the gorge, I think, can change at any moment. Having flown in different airports that have terrain nearby, hills nearby, large hangars, and any of these types of structures will change the turbulence of the air.
And then there's the mist. If the overall wind direction on the day of the walk is strong enough from the west or southwest, more of the mist will be blown back toward the U.S., which means Wallenda may eventually get into drier conditions toward the Canadian side of the gorge. Should the wind direction be more easterly, the wind will likely follow him the entire distance to the Canadian side. Mike Syka, News 4 at 5.